Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Taurus. Please keep in mind that it is a general reading. That means it may or it may not resonate with you. Taurus, I feel like there has been a breakdown in communication. Somebody got really upset and left the scene. And we can see that someone else is wondering, like, what just happened? What's going on here, you know? Um, it feels like there's a lack of understanding. Um, this person sitting here is just trying to figure someone out, or trying to figure out what's going on, and even obsessing over it. Okay. Um, we have the devil on top, so it could be that this person is reflecting that on the other person's actions, and that it could be repetitive. So it could be something that keeps happening with this person, and it's negatively impacting the relationship. It could also be that it could be that somebody's emotions, especially with the fish over here, are influencing the situation. Okay, somebody's ghosts, old wounds, emotional baggage, perhaps. Um, I feel like this person is sitting here waiting for some kind of movement now, because obviously this has already happened, because the Page of Wands, his things are thrown on the ground here. Everything that he carries on the initial card seems to be thrown on the ground here. So with the Queen. And so she's sitting there wondering where this relationship is going. You know, when is this pattern going to end? Like, what's going on with my person, you know? I feel like there's a lot of insecurities because of a certain pattern that keeps repeating between you two, that she's having all of these insecurities. Now, I'm saying she because it is a queen here, but I mean, it could be a male as well. I'm just, reading because of the figures on the card, but there's many of you watching, so it could go either way. So she is waiting on movement, she or he, waiting on movement, wondering why the other person just stormed out and threw everything down here, stormed out. But obviously this person is injured and is not over an old injury, possibly because of the cane. I feel like this person is waiting for something to change. Yeah, there's the change card, waiting for a new beginning, okay? Waiting for a new opportunity with her person, but she's actually waiting for that person to bring the opportunity to her, okay? Or to him, whichever way this goes. So that's a breakdown in communication. This is hoping, waiting and hoping for this person to come and explain, or apologize. Um, she wants to understand what happened. Okay, so no news having to do with this commitment. And so she's thinking, based on experience, and that experience is something that keeps repeating. Based on experience, I feel like she's afraid, you know. She's hoping they'll come back because that seems to be the pattern. But she's still afraid. And this relationship, or the repeating pattern, is becoming very challenging for her or for him. Yet I feel like they don't want to abandon the relationship, this person. I feel like they desire it and desire to heal it, but they can't do that on their own. They need this other person to come and explain, to help them to understand what's going on with them, you know. This is about, please tell me everything. Tell me everything. lay it all out on the table, and she's like studying the idea, the possibility of it could be of maybe approaching this person, but approaching carefully with this fellow over here, being careful what they say to this person, because although they know there's a problem, they don't know where the problem stems from, what's at the root of it. And that's what they want to find out. That's where they're lacking clarity. Obviously, the cards are saying that somebody's emotions are influencing the situation. The thing is, where is that coming from? Okay. Where is that coming from? Because you see, Temperance is not grounded. She's got both of her feet in water. So adjustments are needed when it comes to emotions. Emotions. Emotions are running the show here, okay? Or at least they were. I feel like we're in a pause or a cooling off period. And I feel like when the page does cool off, he will come back around. But she's a little impatient. And so she may, she's not just impatient, but she's worried. So she may just end up reaching out to them, but cautiously, because that the thing is, she doesn't know where all of this is coming from. So an obstacle has fallen in the path, and has kind of blocked the chariot from going any further at this time. Clarity is needed. There's the sun, but here the sun is just beginning to rise on a situation. So we know there's a situation. What we don't know is what's causing it. Okay. And so look at that. Judgment, judgment. So judgment over here as well. What we want is to, or what she wants is to get to the root of it. Tell me everything. Tell me everything. Tell me what's bothering you so I can understand. Maybe I can try to help the situation. That's what she wants here. I feel like because this is all about her. Now, she could be you, Taurus, or she could be the other person. Whoever this is, okay, she's the one that the person walked out on. So she would represent that person. And the other person is this page who threw his things down and left. Okay, got very upset. And it's a repeating pattern. So she, the one who's left here wondering what happened, is feeling heavily burdened. But I feel like there's still, that glimmer of hope that, well, maybe we can work this out. It's what she's trying to decide. But going back and forth on that which is burdening her, wanting clarity, being very confused about the choices for the future for this relationship, because it is the relationship that is in question, right? And so feeling very confused. These cups sit on a dark gray cloud about the choices for the future and what's real and what's not, based on what she has just experienced with this person, and based on a repeating pattern in this relationship. So obviously she has been burned, feels like she's been burned here by her previous choice, and now is wondering about the choices for the future with this person, and is seeking clarity and is going to receive that clarity, because although here the sun is just rising on a situation, here the sun is full up. So although she is trying in the moment to decide if she's going to get that clarity, the sun sitting in the future indicates that she will. She will get that clarity. I see that I see that there is a very happy event occurring in the future. So this clarity is definitely coming. The sun can indicate happy outcomes and solutions, and so I feel like this is also happening in the future. I feel like this person, of course, did not listen to their intuition and ended up, it's why it's a consequence. This is a consequence of not having listened to one's intuition. Now, she knows because she is very intuitive as well. And I feel like she knows there's something more to this. She just doesn't know what it is, can't quite put her finger on it. And so this is what she's hoping for to find out what's really going on here. And she will. She definitely will. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you. Bye for now.